Êtes-vous rapide à expédier les commandes? We get asked, how did we end up selling sewing supplies? Many times they ask me, what's my background as the founder? How did Monfil come about? Monfil came after years of selling products to Super Punch clients on the commercial side. And then we found out that after a few years, more and more home sewers and home embroiderers in the home, smaller, usually women in the homes, were using our products. So Monfil came alive at that time because we offered smaller formats to the home market. Nous avons étendu notre gamme de services des brodeurs commerciaux aux dames à la maison et nous avons fait des petits formats. Why did we include free shipping? Well, pretty simple. In Canada, it's a big country and a lot of people live in remote places and they enjoy having their package, for free. Le Canada est tellement un grand pays que la plupart des clients adorent recevoir leur colis gratuitement et ce rapidement. Nous avons un service avec Post Canada et Purolator, services with Canada, Canada Post, and Purolator, depending on your postal code. And that's the base of Monfil.ca, is free delivery over $100. Livraison gratuite en haut de $100, c'est notre promesse. Many times they ask me, what's my background as the founder? Well, it's a long story. You can follow this in the Our Story menu on the website, but basically, I've been in the embroidery world and the textile industry since 1987. Depuis 1987, je suis dans le domaine du textile et dans tout ce qui touche au textile, incluant la broderie, la sérigraphie, la coupe de vêtements, la taille, la couture, etc. Et j'amène une quarantaine d'années d'expérience que je laisse à mon fils présentement. What's Tommy's role in the company in Monfil.ca? Well, Tommy, my son, has been working with Monfil since 2015. And he's in charge not only of shipping, but inventory, ordering from suppliers, everything inside the warehouse as far as products, shelves, receiving, shipping. He's quite busy. Tommy reçoit les commandes, place les commandes chez les fournisseurs, reçoit les marchandises, les place en tablette, sert tous les clients. Donc, il en a plein les bras. We get asked, how did we end up selling sewing supplies? When Monfil was born, we started with embroidery products, knowing that we were aiming business, and our focus on Monfil was the ladies in the home, and we figured that we would add sewing and quilting. We felt that not only the women would enjoy the embroidery products, but they would enjoy the quilting and the sewing. So we added our own sewing thread, the Super Sew, and also for quilting, we have the Orifil 100% cotton thread. Nous avons ajouté la couture et la courte pointe lorsque Monfil vit le jour, car nous savions que la clientèle qui allait être visée par le site de Monfil.ca avec le transport gratuit aurait avantage à commander en même temps des produits de couture et des produits de courte pointe. How fast do we ship the orders? Êtes-vous rapide à expédier les commandes? Every order we receive by noon every day will be shipped on the same day. Toutes les commandes reçues avant midi seront expédiées la journée même. Et même dans l'après-midi, tout dépendant de l'heure et l'heure de ramassage de certains transporteurs, il y a des chances que ça parte quand même. You even have a chance to have your order shipped in the afternoon depending on the time of your order and the time that the carrier will come and pick it up. Free delivery across Canada on orders over $100. That's a guarantee. Livraison gratuite sur les commandes en haut de $100. Why the name Monfil? Well, Monfil, since we were totally focusing on sewers, we wanted a name that was bilingual. or at least had a little bit of a French sound to it. So Monfil is my thread. So, and my thread is Monfil. That's a little bit of our slogan. That's how it came about. And Monfil.ca being Canadian, donc Monfil est my thread. Et le nom est un peu bilingue, et les vidéos aussi, et la publicité. So therefore, we're trying to speak both languages in the videos because, frankly, we cannot double everything that we do. On ne peut pas doubler tous les vidéos et tout ce qu'on fait d'une langue à l'autre. On manque de temps simplement, mais on essaie fortement de faire les choses dans les deux langues. So we really try to be bilingual as much as we can. Can I order Super Punch when I get free shipping on Monfil? Well, this is a secret, and the answer is yes. So when you order on Monfil.ca, you get over $100. You can right away go to Super Punch, order anything that you want, and if you have the same name, same address, and you order at about the same time, because we're pretty fast. So you don't want to wait the next day because your first order will be gone. So we can put everything inside the same box. On peut mettre tout la commande de Super Punch dans la même boîte de Monfil parce que nous sommes dans le même édifice. Everything can be in the same box. Okay? So as long as you get over 100 on Monfil, vous devez avoir en haut de $100 sur Monfil et ensuite vous pouvez aller acheter sur Super Punch sans problème et à la fin du panier d'achat, vous ajoutez la commande à Monfil et vous ne payerez pas de transport. Ceci est un secret. Seulement les clients de Monfil.ca ont vraiment l'accès de ceci car les brodeurs commerciaux de Super Punch n'ont tout simplement pas le temps de regarder tout ça et d'aller sur Monfil. Ils sont pressés. This is quite a secret that the Monfil.ca clients have because the Super Punch clients, they're usually, commercial embroiders that don't have time. They're producing, so they're not really shopping on Monfil.ca at all. The products are different formats, but it's a secret that the Monfil.ca clients really have. It's an advantage. Did the tariffs and the inflation affect the pricing of your products? Well, the answer is yes, and we're working really hard to find ways to come up with new products, new lines, new ways of doing things so that, we impact our prices as little as possible. Oui, les tarifs et l'inflation ont un effet, mais on essaie vraiment très fort d'avoir de nouvelles lignes et des nouvelles façons de faire pour ne pas augmenter les prix. Et nous n'avons pas augmenté le $100 pour la livraison gratuite. Mais restez à l'écoute car il va y avoir beaucoup de nouveautés chez Monfil et chez Super Punch dans les mois à venir avec un nouveau site chez Super Punch. Stay tuned for brand new products on both websites and a new website on Super Punch with a complete entire new line that will be actually battling the tariffs and the inflation to make, everybody take advantage of those savings. Do you ship and recycle boxes? Well, the answer is yes. But we used to do that pretty much entirely before a few years ago. We used to have a couple places where the liquor stores in Quebec used to put their boxes in the back, and I would pick them up. And a lot of our older clients will know that we were shipping in wine boxes, and they stopped doing that. Anciennement, nous expédions nos commandes dans des boîtes recyclées. Et les vieux clients chez nous vont probablement se souvenir qu'on expédiait dans des boîtes de vin de la Société des alcools du Québec, mais ils ont arrêté de recycler. So we are still trying to do that, but we had to make boxes with our logo and our name on it. I see that Monfil and Super Punch are on Amazon, so what is best for me? Well, actually, if you're ordering anything more than a couple items, and if you can get over $100, there's no discussion. You're a lot better on Monfil.ca, and all the money spent on Monfil.ca stays in Canada. So that's a big advantage. But obviously, if you're ordering just one cone of thread and you're a Prime member, it's pretty hard to beat their system where, you know, their pricing for one item is included for shipping. We don't get those shipping costs that they have. And we don't charge also an annual fee. Donc, pour un item seulement, probablement qu'Amazon serait avantageux car pour le prix du transport, ils ont des meilleurs taux, mais ils vous chargent un frais annuel pour être membre. Mais aussitôt que vous avez 100 $, il n'y a aucun doute que Monfil.ca est mieux et l'argent reste au Canada. Can I return products if I don't like it or if I order the wrong colors or anything? The answer is yes. As long as you don't unwrap the product and we can resell it, you can send it back. But you're going to have to pay shipping to send it back. So make sure you're trying to at least select the right product at first. Vous pouvez retourner n'importe quel produit pour un crédit, mais vous devez payer les frais de transport, en autant que nous sommes capables de les revendre et que l'emballage est intact. Do you send free samples with your orders? Envoyez-vous des échantillons? Oui, nous pouvons le faire, surtout si nous avons des échantillons de ce que vous recherchez ouverts près de la table d'expédition. Nous avons une tablette avec des échantillons. We have samples right next to the shipping table, and we often add these in the orders so that you can have a feel of stabilizers or different products. You can also ask for samples. Chances are that we may have it. It depends on the product. Vous pouvez aussi demander des échantillons et, tout dépendant du produit, on verra si on est capable de vous l'inclure. Avez-vous des potins des années 80? What are some facts, funny facts from the 80s? Some funny facts is like the name Super Punch was born from the term punch. Punch, back in the days, it represented the paper tape. The logos came in a paper tape that was punched. It was kind of almost like a hockey puck, but a little bigger with tape around with holes in it. So that was a logo that we used to pay $25 per 1,000 stitches. So we would order a logo, let's say 8,000 stitches would cost $200. Think of that. That's in the 80s. $200 for 8,000 stitches. Nowadays, you get offers left and right for like really low dollars. Imagine $200 to today. Some even offer free digitizing. So it's crazy what happened. Embroidery back in the 80s was a luxury. It was a luxury item. Logos were, shipped by courier because we would get the actual roll of paper, and that's how the name, the punch, so we would call this a punch. So we would say, get this punch, get this logo punched. And that's how Super Punch was born, because that's the old term that I used back then. So I kind of mixed a little bit of the super theme with the punch and made it Super Punch. So that's how Super Punch name came around. Le nom de Super Punch fut né du nom de Punch. Punch était le nom du ruban en papier qui représentait le logo. Les logos arrivaient dans ces années-là par courrier, par transport et non pas par Internet. Et il y avait des trous sur le papier que la machine lisait dans un lecteur. Et c'est ce qui faisait avancer la machine sur un axe de X ou Y. Et les logos coûtaient 25 $ du 1000. Donc, un logo de 8000 points coûtait 200 $ canadiens. C'est assez incroyable quand on pense au coût des logos aujourd'hui. Are you adding any new products on Monfil? Oh yes, we are. Nous ajoutons beaucoup de nouveaux produits présentement. Nous en avons déjà une trentaine d'arrivés. We have about 30 new products that have arrived. So they will be advertised as time goes by, but please check it out. A lot of nice little new products. How do you compare embroidery machines today versus back in the days? Well, that's a good question. And I like to have a correlation between machines and cars today. Because if you take sewing or embroidery today, even versus 60 years ago, the relationship between the needle and the hook is the same. It's always a needle coming down and the hook turning, grabbing the thread. That part has not changed. What has changed is the bells and whistles on the machine. La machine a beaucoup changé, mais surtout les ordinateurs et les à côté qui sont dans la machine, tels le visionnement ou l'écran ou toutes ces choses-là. Mais l'important de la broderie a resté le même. La relation entre l'aiguille et le crochet en dessous est la même depuis le début des temps. Older machines versus new machines? Well, last week I visited one of my clients who had a machine that I sold him in the 90s. The machine is running like a tank and he loves it. It's a little bit noisier, but it's like metal on metal and very reliable and runs all day. Une nouvelle machine est un peu plus de plastique, mais les anciennes machines sont un peu plus bruyantes et sont plus résistantes.
Since 1987 with Johnny